Welcome friends, this is Saloni, voice of Medkit. Today we're gonna take the topic of autocoids. So let's get started. Friends, autocoids, they are produced by a wide variety of cells. They produce local action at the site at which they are synthesized and released. Autocoids, they are divided into three subgroups: amine, lipid and peptide. In the amine subgroup, we have histamine and serotonin. In the lipid subgroup, we have prostaglandins, leukotrienes, and platelet activating factor. In the peptide group, we have bradykinin, angiotensin, and calidin. Now let's discuss something about histamine. Histamine, they are synthesized with the help of histidine. They are stored in the storage granules of mast cells. The receptors of histamine, they are H1, H2, H3 and the H4 receptor. Friends, H1 receptor, it is responsible for allergy, inflammation, bronchoconstriction, wakefulness. The H2 receptor, it stimulates the gastric acid secretion. The H2 blocker, it is helpful in dyspepsia. Now the H3 receptor, it is presynaptic. It inhibits the release of histamine. The inverse agonist of H3, for example piperacillin, it is helpful in narcolepsy. Friends, narcolepsy, it is the extreme tendency to fall asleep whenever in relaxing surroundings. Now the H4 receptors, they are mainly present on WBCs, for example eosinophils, basophils and also on mast cells. It is helpful in chemotaxis. Histamine, the action of histamine, it is dilation of small blood vessels, so it can lead to flushing and hypotension. Now, move towards H1 antihistaminics. It is divided into two groups, first gen antihistaminics and second gen antihistaminics. Now, so first take first gen antihistaminics. First gen antihistaminics, they can cross the blood-brain barrier, so they can cause sedation and psychomotor impairment. That is why they are contraindicated in the person requiring constant attention, for example, truck driver. Now, the uses of first gen antihistaminics. It is used in allergic cases, motion sickness, Parkinsonism, muscular dystonia, common cold. Friends, in allergy we use the H1 blockers, and in the motion sickness, Parkinsonism, muscular dystonia and common cold, we use the property of acetylcholine blockage. Now, the adverse effect, they are sedation, psychomotor impairment, and the second one is anticholinergic effects. This sedation and psychomotor impairment, as we discussed, it is due to the blood-brain barrier permeation, and the anticholinergic effect, they are dryness of mouth, blurred vision, urinary retention, constipation, etc. They are due to the acetylcholine receptors. Now the second gen antihistaminics, they can't cross the blood-brain barrier, so they can't produce sedation. Now, they are used in allergic cases. Some important drugs, let's discuss the first gen and the second gen antihistaminics. They are promethazine, diphenhydramine, phenyramine, chlorpheniramine, cyclizine and cinnarizine. The second gen antihistaminics, they are terfenadine, fexofenadine, loratadine, desloratadine, cetirizine, levocetirizine, estamizole, olapatadine. So friends, this was all about the autocoids, histamine and the antihistaminics. If you find this video informative, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. Thank you.